Hi, I'm Chris Gasper, and this is Globe 10.0. I'm joined today by Chad Finn. Well, we all know that KG likes to talk some smack. He's a notorious trash talker. However, Pistons forward Charlie Villanueva is alleging that KG crossed the line last night in the Celtics' victory over the Pistons. Villanueva tweeted that KG called him a cancer patient. KG likes to talk a lot of trash, but that's not going to go over well, especially here in Boston. No response from Kevin Garnett. He hasn't responded to this. Villanueva saying he said this. Chad, if he did indeed say this during the game, what does KG have to say for himself? You can't say that, can you?
It's hard to say because when you're between the lines, there's really not usually a way you can cross the line. You know what I mean? They'll say things to each other on the court that you wouldn't hear anywhere else in life.
Sure.
But when you're talking about cancer, when you're talking about something that affects pretty much every one of us at some point in their lives, whether it's a family member, a friend, or whatever it happens to be, that probably is going too far.
Yeah, I mean, the background here is that Villanueva has a medical condition. He has alopecia. It results in him not having any hair in his head, no eyebrows. So he is a kind of a strange-looking guy. But for KG to say that, if he did indeed say that, I agree. I mean, to me, that's crossing the line, especially in a city like Boston. You have the Red Sox. You do all this stuff with Dana-Farber. Right. This is a real medical hub. I just don't see that going over well. And to me, that is distasteful. In my mind, I mean, I'm sorry. I mean, I know everybody likes to talk trash. If you want to, MF some guy, that's one thing. But I think this, to me, is crossing the line.
It is, yeah, it absolutely is, and you have to figure that if he indeed did say that, and it certainly sounds like from Villanueva's standpoint that he's going to stand by this. He has to apologize, and it's going to be interesting to see how that goes down, what he comes out and says, whether he reacts to this, whether he denies it.
What do you think Villanueva's motivation is here? I mean, obviously, we can talk about it being distasteful. I find it hard to believe he tweeted this because he was super offended. I almost kind of feel like he's trying to get back at Garnett here. What do you think his motivation was for, saying this is what Garnett said to him and pretty much putting Garnett on blast?
Well, he was clearly ticked off, and I think he was so frustrated probably by the way things went last night. Garnett had a pretty good game, 22.6 rebounds. And beyond that, Garnett has probably a justified reputation as a bully. He talks a lot of trash. He does a lot of things for, I don't want to say show, but you notice and you think, wow, he's really intense. And this might be just one of those situations where somebody's calling him out a little bit on it.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty interesting. We'll see what Kevin Garnett actually has to say about this. But I think at some point he is going to have to address this if indeed he did say it. And I think there is probably going to have to be some sort of apology, maybe not directly to Villanueva. But again, as you mentioned, Chad, cancer affects everybody. It's a very serious thing. I don't think it's the type of thing you joke about or use to try and intimidate somebody.